Do you have any idea that the reason you are currently starving for a financial breakthrough is not because of the economy or your boss or your lack of education, but because of the literal spiritual poison sitting on your kitchen counter right now? You think your kitchen is just a place where you prepare food and wash dishes. You are being spiritually retarded. In the world of the hidden wisdom, the kitchen is the engine room of your parnassah. It is the place where physical matter is converted into life-giving energy. It is the womb of your household's abundance. And there are 5 specific items that most of you are keeping in your kitchen right now that are acting like vultures on your bank account. They are attracting the energy of hunger, not just physical hunger, but a financial famine that ensures you never have enough, no matter how hard you work or how many side hustles you start. I am Rabbi Boaz. For 40 years, I have lived in the archives of Jerusalem, decoding the laws that govern the sanctity of the table. I have sat with men who manage billions and observed how they treat their kitchens like holy laboratories. My grandfather was a man who could walk into any home, look at the sink for 10 seconds, and tell you exactly why that family was facing bankruptcy. He understood that wealth is a frequency of order. If your engine room is cluttered with cursed items, your ship of fortune will never leave the harbor. I am done watching you act like a spiritual amateur. I am finished watching good people wonder why their mazal is blocked while they are living in a kitchen that is essentially an invitation for lack. Today, I am going to expose the 5 items that a Jew who understands the secret of the inflow never keeps in the kitchen. I am going to explain the spiritual physics of why these objects create a vacuum of scarcity, how they sour your provision, and the exact reset protocol you must perform tonight to clear the way for overflow. This is not about interior design. This is about systemic wealth protection. Before we go any further, I need to know if you are one of the lazy ones. Most people will listen to this, feel a little uncomfortable, and then go back to their dirty dishes and their broken plates. If you are ready to reconstruct your mazal and stop the famine in your finances, hit that like button right now. And I want you to go to the comments and type these 4 words: I purify my engine. Do it now. If you don't have the discipline to type those words, you will never have the discipline to maintain the millions that the Creator wants to send you. You are dead weight if you cannot even participate in your own rescue. Let's get one thing straight. My competitors, like Rabbi Morai or Rabbi Shion, will tell you to put salt on your table or honey in your pantry. They are giving you triggers without blueprints. They are playing spiritual games with you because they are afraid to tell you how dumb you have been with your environment. I am here to give you the tactical reality. You are currently being retarded with your energy because you have been trained by a culture of convenience and waste. You think a chipped cup is fine. I am telling you it is a financial leak. The first item you must never keep in your kitchen is empty, unused vessels, bottles or jars. I see you. You have a shelf full of empty jars, empty wine bottles, or empty containers that you are saving for a day that will never come. You think you are being resourceful. You are actually being cursed. In the Kabbalah, the light of the Creator only fills a prepared vessel. But a vessel that is kept empty and stagnant for a long period of time becomes a magnet for the sitra, the other side. When you keep a collection of empty vessels in your kitchen, you are telling the universe, I am a vacuum. I am focused on the void. You are literally programming your kitchen to reflect empty space. That frequency of emptiness spreads from your pantry to your wallet. You will find that your bank account empties just as fast as you fill it because your environment is optimized for lack. A Jew who understands wealth stays lean. If a vessel is not being filled, it must leave the house. You do not store potential space, you store active abundance. If you have a graveyard of empty bottles in your kitchen tonight, you are anchoring your parnasa to a state of nothingness. You must fill them or discard them immediately. You are drowning in void by choice. The second item you must never keep in your kitchen is broken or chipped crockery. This is a poverty trap that targets your self-worth. You have a plate with a crack in it, or a mug with a chipped rim, and you keep using it because it still works. You are being spiritually suicide. In our tradition, the table is compared to the mizbeach, the altar. The food you eat is a sacrifice that sustains your soul. When you eat off a broken vessel, you are insulting the provision. You are telling the heavens, I am a person who is satisfied with brokenness. I am worthy of the damaged and the incomplete. The Talmud teaches that a vessel with a leak cannot hold blessing. This is not a metaphor. It is a law of spiritual containment. When you use chipped plates, you are engraving the frequency of fragility into your own body every time you eat. You will find that your business deals cracks at the last minute. You will find that your income leaks away through unexpected repairs and dumb mistakes. Jewish billionaires never eat off remnants. They would rather have 2 perfect high-quality plates than a set of 12 that are damaged. They understand that you must mirror the perfection you want to see in your finances. If your kitchen is a museum of broken bits, you are cursing your own harvest. Throw the broken things away tonight. Do not donate them to the poor. Do not give your broken mazal to someone else. Shatter them and return them to the dust. The third item you must never keep in your kitchen is stagnant, dirty water in the sink. I am talking to the lazy ones now. You leave your dishes in the sink overnight. You leave a basin full of gray, soapy, stagnant water sitting there while you sleep. You think it is just a chore you'll handle in the morning. You are being spiritually reckless. In Kabbalah, water represents chesed, mercy and the flow of life. When water is moving, it is a blessing. The moment water becomes stagnant and dirty, it represents the side of death. When you sleep in a house where the kitchen sink is full of filth and stagnant water, you are drowning your own mazal. You are telling the universe that the flow of your life has stopped and is now rotting. The angel of provision will not enter a room that smells of stagnation. You are creating a blockage in the plumbing of your destiny. I had a student named Sam. Sam was a hard worker, but he was functionally broke for 10 years. Every time he made a big win, he would lose it the next week. I visited his home and found that his sink was always full. He was too busy to clean it. I told him, Sam, your money is stuck because your mercy is stagnant. You are sleeping while your flow is rotting. I made him follow the clear sink protocol, not a single drop of dirty water allowed after sunset. Within 30 days, the random disasters in his life stopped. His flow became liquid. He stopped chasing money, and money started finding him. If your sink is dirty tonight, you are signaling for a financial flood to wash your wealth away. The fourth item you must never keep in your kitchen is expired or decaying food. I see you. You have a jar of spices at the back of your cabinet that expired in 2019. You have a wilted lettuce leaf in the bottom drawer of your refrigerator that has turned into a gray liquid. You have remnants of meals that are growing mold in plastic containers. You think you are just messy or forgetful. I am telling you that you are harboring the energy of entropy in your sanctuary. In the world of the hidden wisdom, decay is a frequency that is contagious. The Talmud teaches that the spirit of impurity, tuma, settles on anything that has lost its life force. When you keep expired food in your kitchen, you are telling the universe, I am a collector of the dead. You are anchoring your kitchen, the engine of your provision, to the past. Wealth requires the frequency of life and renewal. If your refrigerator is a graveyard of things that should have been discarded months ago, your bank account will reflect that same dead weight. You will find that your investments stagnate. You will find that your income rots because you are too lazy to audit your own environment. A Jewish billionaire audits his kitchen every single week. He understands that you cannot attract new light if you are still clinging to old decay. If there is something in your kitchen that is past its time, it is a vampire sucking the life out of your mazal. Throw it out tonight. You are being spiritually retarded by keeping trash in the place where you create your vitality. The fifth item you must never keep in your kitchen is dull, rusted, or broken knives. I know your modern mind thinks a knife is just a tool. You are wrong. In the architecture of the heavens, the knife represents Ge-Vu-Ra, the power of separation, decision, and judgment. In the ancient temple, the knives used for the sacrifices were kept sharper than a razor. Why? Because the act of cutting must be clean, decisive, and efficient. When you use a dull or rusted knife in your kitchen, you are broadcasting sluggishness. You are telling your subconscious mind that it is hard to make a cut, hard to make a decision, and hard to separate the profit from the waste. You are engraving a frequency of struggle into every meal you prepare. You wonder why your business negotiations are dull. You wonder why you can't seem to cut through the noise of the market. It is because you are practicing sluggishness every time you cut an onion. A master of wealth knows that his tools must reflect his mind. If the knife is dull, the parnassa is dull. If the knife is rusted, the mazal is corroded. A Jewish billionaire would rather have one high-quality, razor-sharp knife than a drawer full of cheap, dull blades from a discount store. You must sharpen your blades tonight or discard them. You are practicing failure at your own kitchen counter. If you cannot make a clean cut in your kitchen, you will never have the gevura to make a clean deal in the boardroom. Now let us discuss the bread of shame in the kitchen. Most of you have a habit that is cursing your food before it even reaches your stomach. You eat while standing up. You eat while scrolling through your phone. You eat while arguing about bills. You are consuming your provision like an animal rather than a king. In the Kabbalah, we are taught that the table is an altar. When you eat without a bracha, blessing, and without kavana, intention, you are consuming the bread of shame. You are taking from the master of the universe without acknowledging the source. This creates a spiritual debt in your account. The angel of hunger sees that you do not respect the provision, so he ensures that the provision never satisfies you. This is why you make money but you never feel rich. This is why you buy things but you never feel full. You are leaking your satisfaction because you are dumb with your gratitude. A Jew who understands wealth never eats in a state of chaos. He sits, he acknowledges, he sanctifies the moment. If you treat your kitchen like a fast food trough, the universe will treat your bank account like a disposal unit. Listen to me, you are at the threshold of reconstruction. You have heard the 5 items of famine. You feel that holy heat in your chest because you realize that your kitchen is currently a minefield of financial leaks. You see the empty jars, the chipped mugs, and the dull knives, and you realize why your luck has been so blunt. But knowing the holes is only the first step. You need the full system upgrade. I told you that I am here to be your architect. If you are serious about slaying the spirit of financial hunger and rebuilding your vessel of abundance, you need the full schematic. I am talking about the Mazal Reconstruction. This ebook is the nuclear option for your financial stagnation. I have taken the forbidden codes that have kept Jewish families at the top of the food chain for 3,000 years and put them into a step-by-step manual. In the Mazal Reconstruction, I reveal 1. The Midnight Kitchen Decree. The exact phonetic code to speak over your sink to flush the stagnant energy out of your plumbing and your finances. 2. The 7 forbidden words of the table. Phrases you are likely saying right now that are poisoning your appetite for success. 3. The geometry of the pantry, how to arrange your food so it acts as a spiritual magnet for higher-paying opportunities. 4. The alphabet of the harvest, how to visualize the Hebrew letters while you cook to infuse your family with the vibration of wealth. The link is in the description. The price is a filter. If you are the kind of person who bargains with your own potential, then stay in your famine. I only want the reconstructors. Every day you live in a cursed kitchen is a day you are inviting hunger to eat your future. Stop being dumb with your environment. Click the link, get the book, begin the reconstruction. Now, let us begin the kitchen frequency reset ritual. If you have realized that your kitchen is infected with these items, you must sanctify the space tonight. You cannot just throw things away and hope for the best. You must reinitialize the engine. Step 1. The purge of the void. You must take every empty, unused jar and every chipped plate and put them in a box. You must physically remove them from your kitchen tonight. As you carry them out, say, I am removing the emptiness. I am removing the brokenness. My vessel is now whole and ready for the light. Step 2. The salt and water scrub. Take a bowl of warm water and a handful of sea salt. As I have taught you, salt shatters the klipo. You must wipe down your kitchen counters and the inside of your sink. You are disinfecting the spiritual atmosphere. Say, I break the stagnation, I open the flow. The engine of my provision is now clean. Step 3. The first light inscription. Tomorrow morning, before you make your first cup of coffee or eat your first bite, you will take a clean piece of paper. You will write the Hebrew word for sustenance, parnasa. The letters are PH, Resh, Nun, Samek, Hey. You will tape this paper inside your highest kitchen cabinet. This is your spiritual antenna. It will tune your kitchen to the frequency of inflow. Now, I know some of you are vibrating with panic right now. You are looking at your expensive professional-grade knife set that has become dull or slightly rusted, and you are thinking, Rabbi, I cannot just throw away $500 worth of steel. Listen to me, you stiff-necked student. I told you that I am an architect, not a vandal. If an object is an asset, if it is of high quality but has been neglected, there is a way to buy it back from the side of decay. You must perform the knife anointing secret. You are going to perform a spiritual resharpening on the physical matter. Step 1. The redemption grind. The reason your knives are attracting financial hunger is that you have treated them like common tools. You have allowed them to become blunt, and therefore your ability to prosper has become blunt. To break this, you must first physically sharpen them. Take them to a professional or use a high-quality stone. But as you grind the metal, you must speak this decree. I am removing the sluggishness. I am removing the delay. Just as this edge becomes sharp, let my discernment in the market become sharp. I am no longer a victim of the dull. Step 2. The oil seal. Once the edge is restored, you must anoint the blade. Take a single drop of pure olive oil, the oil of chokmah, wisdom. Touch the base of the blade, where the metal meets the handle. This is the joint of the tool. Say, I consecrate this gavura to serve the light. Let this blade only cut for the sake of abundance. I sever the link to the spirit of famine. By doing this, you are redeeming the metal. You are moving the tool from the junkyard frequency to the temple frequency. If you are too lazy to maintain your tools, do not come to me crying when your business deals tear instead of cut. You are harvesting exactly the level of care you provide. Now, let us move to the 3 words of satiety that must replace the famine language in your kitchen. If you continue to speak like a starving slave, you will always be looking for crumbs. You must speak like a feasted king. The first word of satiety is so-ve-ah, satisfied, full. Most of you are vultures. You eat a meal and immediately start worrying about where the next one is coming from. You look at your bank account, and even when it is full, you feel empty. This is a spiritual malnutrition. When you finish a meal in your kitchen, you must speak the word so-vaya. You are telling your nervous system and the upper courts, I have received the provision, and it is sufficient. My vessel is full. This recognition of satiety is what seals the parnasa. If you are always hungry for more without acknowledging what you have, the universe assumes your vessel has a hole in the bottom and it stops pouring. Stop the panic of the void and begin the vibration of so-vi-ah. The second word of satiety is she-fa, overflow, divine flow. Stop using the word enough. I told you before, enough is a ceiling. You must replace it with she-fa. When you look at your pantry, even if it only has a few items, you must decree, this is the beginning of the she-fa. Shefa is the frequency of the infinite pipeline. It is the energy that makes $1 perform the work of 10. When you invoke Shefa in your kitchen, you are magnetizing your food. You are telling the angel of the harvest that you are a multiplication center. A billionaire doesn't want enough. He wants to be a conduit for the Shefa. The third word of satiety is hats-la-cha, prosperous, penetrating. In the kitchen, this word refers to the success of the nutrient. You want the food you eat to penetrate your cells with the maximum vitality so you can go out and conquer the day. Before you take your first bite, you must whisper, hats-la-cha. You are commanding the holy sparks within the food to activate your mazal. You are turning a physical act into a financial injection. If you eat mindlessly, you are wasting the fuel. If you eat with the decree of hats-la-cha, you are supercharging the engine. Listen to me. We are reaching the moment of final reconstruction. You have been given the tactical schematic. You know the 5 famine items to remove. You know how to redeem your knives. You have the 3 words of the altar. But I am going to be brutally honest with you. 95% of you are spiritual cowards. You will watch this video, you will feel a spark of truth, and then tomorrow morning you will leave a dirty glass in the sink, or you will eat a piece of cursed junk food while standing over the trash can. You will choose the instant gratification of your lazy habits over the eternal weight of your own bloodline's wealth. You are addicted to the struggle, and that is why the Master of the Universe has kept the keys to the great treasury away from you. Why would he give you the gold of the kingdom when you are still treating your kitchen like a dump? For the 5%, the reconstructors, your journey is only beginning. I have spent my entire life decoding the systemic wealth architecture. I am talking about the Mazal reconstruction. This video was the sanitation protocol. The ebook is the central command. In the Mazal reconstruction ebook, I do not play kindergarten games. I give you the elite frequencies. I show you the midnight kitchen seal, the exact phonetic code to speak over your pantry, to lock the abundance in and shut out the vultures of lack. I reveal the Maaser calculation secret, how to distribute your giving to specifically shatter the generational curses of financial hunger that were passed down through your mother's or father's kitchen. I expose the 3 silent vultures in your kitchen geometry that are literally scavenging your energy while you cook, making you too sluggish to see the big opportunities. I give you the alphabet of the throne, how to write your financial goals so they are legally binding in the upper treasuries. The link is in the description and pinned in the first comment. Stop being greedy for free information and stingy with your own education. The price of this book is a sieve. It is designed to keep the beggars away from me. I only want the masters. If you are the person who bargains with your own destiny, then you deserve the famine you are currently living in. You are being spiritually retarded if you continue to guess how your mazal works when the full blueprint is sitting right in front of you. Click the link. Get the book. Start the reconstruction tonight. Now, let us conclude with the sanctuary decree. Tonight, you are going to look at your kitchen. You are going to purge the empty vessels and the broken plates. You are going to empty that sink and dry it with a clean cloth. You are going to look at your pantry and say, this is no longer a room for hunger. This is the engine room of a dynasty. The leaks are closed. The reconstruction has begun. If you do these things, if you guard your engine with the gevura of a king, the angel of provision will finally recognize your home. He will see that you are no longer a waster. He will see that you are a guardian. And to the guardian, the master sends the infinite overflow. I am Rabbi Boaz. I have shown you the famine traps. Now, go and fill your house. Subscribe if you are ready for the hard truth. Click the link if you are ready for the millions. Shalom.